invisible. How could we possibly damage it?
It's like some kind of god sent here to punish us for our transgressions against its kind.
I'm a pet.
So when I first planned out the request month for this year, I told Myth that he could pick one game for me to play in 2018. I was immediately terrified that this was going to be an inconceivably stupid idea because why wouldn't he give me another horrible, broken, unplayable game like Elmo's Letter Adventure again? Instead, I'm pleasantly pleased to report that it was only an unplayable one. Epic Battle Fantasy IV is the fourth game in the Epic Battle Fantasy series. This kind of statement is exactly why, when you need hard-hitting information about your favorite games, you definitely don't come here. The EBF games, which is surprisingly difficult to say, so I'm going to avoid putting it in the script again, got their start as free Flash games online. Each one got bigger and more popular until the players clamored for an even bigger game. Finally, this game was revealed. A full-sized RPG that costs real money. I played the second EBF back in the day, but RPGs are a genre I only play one of at a time usually. My current drug of choice is Etrian Odyssey 4, a game I assure you I would be reviewing if I could only figure out how to capture 3DS footage. I remember it being a lot of fun, but it's been a while, so what's the official version like? You begin the game as a new character, Anna. She's a forest... I was gonna say elf, but I'm not actually sure if she's an elf or just a person that lives in the forest, wears all green, and uses a bow. Either way, our recurring heroes from the last three games have let heroism and fame go to their heads and have begun to steal things from all over the world in a way very reminiscent of most RPG players. They are accused of stealing one of the three ultimate crystals that legend says keeps the world safe from God. According to the legend, the first creatures of the world were cats. God, who was also a cat, created them in its image, but the cats were overrun by humans and turned into pets. In its wrath, God took away the legs of all cats as punishment and vanished from the world. If the three crystals are ever reunited, God will return to the world and destroy us all.
The reason for the season.
It's January.
Oh, 'cause nothing's ever out of season on your channel without the glassy.
Anyways, if you've ever played an RPG before, you know what's going on. You're going to travel the world, collect the crystals before the world-ending Bastet can come down and kill you all.
Bastet?
Yeah, the cat god.
The cat god? The only cat god?
Yes?
No! There are at least two cat gods even just in Egypt, let alone other cultures, and Bastet has nothing to do with the cat god we see in this game. First off, she was a protector goddess. This god clearly has nothing to do with protecting. The other cat god in Egypt, Sekhmet, the lion warrior goddess, clearly has more to do with this, seeing as her job is to kill things, which is what we're seeing this doing. But no, even that's not good because we clearly see that this god has creator and destroyer qualities. So most other cat gods still aren't good. Ovink and Li Shao are both protector gods from Poland and China respectively. Both of them are worshipped by farmers for protecting. Yeah. Neither of them could be this cat god, so clearly it is still not Bast, Sekhmet, or either of them. Also from Chinese, Yi Fan Zhang. He was actually pretty cool. He had a legion of cats to uphold justice. He was the police, but they were cats. So that could be kind of what we're going for here, since they're clearly doing something wrong, and the cat came down to stop them. The issue here, do you see a legion of cats in that final fight?
No.
Exactly, so it is not Yi Fan Zhang either. The best example I can think of is that cat god from Scratches, but who knows what that is? We don't know anything about it. He just made things. They tried to keep him from killing things, and he killed them anyway. So clearly, though, this couldn't quite work because you don't have to do some weird ritual to stop him. What was that?
Nothing.
We aren't done yet! The best example I can find in actual mythology is Tezcatlipoca from the Aztec. I think I butchered that pronunciation, but we're going with it. He was one of the creator gods. He actually lost his foot to make the earth and had it replaced with an obsidian mirror. The Aztecs are kind of weird. They do that. You stop that!
What?
But not only was he creator, he also was known as the god of war, the god of night, and one of his titles meant the enemy of both sides. Clearly, even the other cats do not like the cat god in... What game we're playing? Epic Battle Fantasy 4. I almost said Scratches because I said that a few seconds ago, but that was not it. The issue here is that the cat god does not have legs. And he was always... Because Catalpa... I mispronounced it again. The cat god from the Aztecs clearly had at least one leg. So therefore, he can't be this cat god either. Hence, until this cat god is given a proper name, you will refer to him as Puddin'.
Are you done?
Depends. Are you?
If you're at all familiar with the EBF series, you'll know that we fail at protecting the world in time, and we have to fight God. Now, I want to take a look at the end of the story and come back to it because that's where things fall apart. So instead, let's look at what's fun about the game. It's imagination and spirit. This game feels fun all throughout in every area. Almost every optional quest in which you bring items you found to NPCs is either a joke in itself, or the NPC will say something amusing. The enemies are always ridiculous, but in the best possible way. It takes skill to make an enemy that I can laugh at and be scared of at the same time. The elemental weaknesses of your team can be overcome by swapping teammates and weapons mid-battle in a mechanic that feels refreshingly brilliant. When you wait for the second wave of enemies to jump in and quickly use one character to set up a shield while you swap around everything to perfectly take out the wave in a single turn, you will feel like a tactical genius. And of course the best attack, no legs! Yeah, I know, he's not very strong by the end of the game, but my stream and I were always thrilled to see him with various special skills would summon him in for a bit of extra damage. He even tried to attack his own god. You go, no legs! The enemies are adorable or weird, so you might even feel bad about hurting them. Who's a good alcoholic, doggy? Who is? You are! Bad doggy. Die, doggy. So, progression is fun, the story's a little lacking, but not overly important in the long run. The weird enemies and small interactions will keep you smiling at random moments, and I was genuinely having a great time while playing it. So why don't I recommend that anyone play this game ever? 2 words. Ending crashes. I got to the end of the game. I was fighting the final cat god. I was fighting the final Puddin'. I even made it to the last phase at one point. Everything is wrapping up. My hours and hours of playing are about to pay off, and everything crashes. No explanation, no reason. There's been all kinds of reasoning online in discussion boards and threads, ranging from the game has been running too long, to graphical problems, to restart things and it'll run fine. Well, I had been playing for several hours and I didn't want to go out on a sour note when I'd been having so much fun. I booted my game back up, got through the fight again, and lo and behold, crash. Alright, one more try can't hurt. So I tried to the fight one last time. And it didn't just crash. It crashed everything. My computer was locked up, frozen. Everything was a screen of empty blackness. The game didn't just crash itself. It crashed my computer. That goes a step above and beyond. So it's because of this that I cannot recommend Epic Battle Fantasy 4. If the developer ever finally patches in a fix for this known semi-common glitch, then by all means, go pick it up then. But up until that point, it's simply not worth the risk to your computer. So, if fixed, amazing game. Until then, don't touch it. Glassy. Oh, glassy. Oh, Puddin'.
What are you doing?
Well, the game didn't work, so the god must be cast down. From the window!
I expect it.
Forgot Robin's stamina.